Hi there. In this section, we are going to create this model. So first open part design, then mention a name for it. So as you can see the model, what we are having here, we can do it with pad pocket and we can use patterns, and this hole or this material we have to remove it with revolve cut, that is by using this groove tool. So first we are going to create this shape. So for creating it, go to sketch option, then select a particular plane. So once the plane has been selected, so we have to create the outer shapes only. So first we will make that. So let us make one quadrant, so then we will mirror it with respect to other. So as you can see the shape, it is symmetrical and need to come in 45-degree angle. So we will mention the angle also. So for creating that angle, we need to create that axis, or you can simply select this two, and we will mention the axis or angle over here as 45-degree. So then it is going to end on R90, so we will mention that also. So we'll go for 3-point end, then we will mention first point, second point, and the arc in the middle. So the radius of the arc is 90. So once that is mentioned, so you can mirror it with respect to the center line. So but here we need to create the center line in inclined angle. So go for inclined option and click on reference. So then mention the angle as 45-degree, enter. So then place it on the center. So then with respect to this center line, the object has to be created in, so we need to mirror it with respect to that. So before that we will create center lines over here, so both horizontal and vertical for reference purposes. So once it is mentioned, so we don't need this portion over here, so we will trim it apart. So once that is trimmed out, so we can mirror it, the shape what we are having over here. As you can see this side also we need an arc, so we'll create that. So it is coming in construction line, so turn off construction line, then create your shape. So both it has to be R90 only, so mention the same radius over here as well. So and trim the arc, so because we need only the arc. So then as you can see it is 180 the distance. So before that we need to mirror it. So select your object and then go to mirror, choose your center line. So once it is mirrored, then give your distance. So as the total distance between these two, it need to be 180. So as you can see it is coming in over constraint, so we don't need this dimension. Select and delete it. So whatever the axis we are creating, it need to be coming in this axis. Similarly for the topples. So next the same thing, it need to be mirrored. So we'll select this object, click on mirror. As the line has to be symmetrical with respect to the center, so we'll mention that. So choose this endpoint and choose this endpoint, and then choose your center axis, then give symmetry. So similarly for this also, so create your center line, convert that into construction. I think this also it need to be symmetrical with respect to center. So along with this arcs as well. So as you can see the dimension, it has been mentioned over here. So this diameter is 132 and plus 3 mm plus 3 mm. So it is creating on a reference basis. For example, if you are creating a circle exactly on the center, so mention that as 132, and from that circle and the arc there is a thickness of 3 mm. So once the shape is created, exit sketch, so then go to pad. So as you can see, the total thickness is 26 mm. So mention that and click OK. So once we made this shape, so we need to make this cutouts. So this can be created with revolve cut. So select a particular plane and go to sketch option. So once we are inside the sketch, so we will make half profile. So once the sketch has been created, so we can do it with the groove over here. So click on groove and then choose your center axis as reference. So it is going to be remove 360 degree. So click OK. So once this is done, so we are going to make this cutouts. So the cutout has been clearly mentioned over here. So select the top face and go to sketch. So as you can see, both the cutouts and this one, both are in opposite direction. So we need to do in opposite plane. So click on exit sketch and rotate it and select the opposite face. So we will make the sketch on one quadrant. So once we made the offsets, then create the other shapes. So this is also in symmetrical manner, and this is going to touch exactly this 132 circle. So we'll create a circle of diameter 132. So where it is touching, up to that we will keep it. Other extras we will trim it a bit. So we need a center line. So click on infinite and click on standard element. Then place it exactly on the origin in inclined manner. So mention the angle 45 degree for it. So after that, make symmetric. So with the width is 12 mm. And between that each the thickness is 3 mm. So then the arc fillet is having also, that is also 3 mm. So here make an arc between this and this, and we don't want tangency, it need to be coincident with this one. Create a line here. So then we need to mirror it. So select the object, then click on mirror, then choose your center line. So the extras we need to delete. So once the sketch is completely done, so click on exit. So still I think we have to do some editing there. So go to trim. So now click on exit. So then go to pocket. As the pocket is touching the surface and it is having an offset of 7 mm, so we will try to give the same. Specify up to surface and select the surface. So instead of this offset, we've mentioned the depth of 20 mm. So we'll make a pattern of it. Select that and make circular pattern, and choose the reference as this circular surface and make complete grow and mention 4. Then click OK.